morning, children. So we'll continue our revision from chapter 16 Geography, and today we'll be revising the shape of the earth and the comparison of stars and planets. So let's get started.
So our today's topic is the shape of the earth. Everything is so flat around us. You see the roads are so flat, the croplands are so flat, the way to your school is also very flat. Everything around us is flat. So you must be thinking our earth is also flat, because if everything is flat, that's why the earth should also be flat. Our ancient people thought that our earth is like a flat square body, and some of them thought that the earth has a square box which has edges. If something crossed this edge, they fell down from it. These are all imaginations, because we did not understand the true shape of the earth. Now this time we have lot of gadgets in space, like the aeroplanes, rockets, air balloons, etc. So with the help of these, we can better understand the shape of the earth. If you see the earth's surface from your terrace, it looks flat. If we will move little bit higher from aeroplane, the earth looks like curve. It looks like curve. And if we are moving away from it, it looks round. So what exactly the shape of the earth? So our earth is look like a football, an orange, or a globe. Like the model of the earth is called a globe. Earlier it was believed that the earth was flat, but later scientists proved beyond this doubt, and they said it is not flat, it is spherical in shape. So there are few arguments which prove that the earth is round in shape. If we see the distant horizon from a high peak, it looks circular in shape. Next, during a lunar eclipse, the shadow of the earth on the moon is circular in shape. The pictures of the earth as taken by different astronauts who went from outer space also show that the earth is spherical in shape. So these are some arguments which prove that the earth is round in shape. In next topic, we'll revise the comparison of stars and planets. Children, before we revise this topic, let us revise the main points of the stars and planets once again. Stars are self-luminous bodies, means they have their own heat and light, and they are made up of hot burning gases. They are usually very big in size, but they are very far away from us. That's why they look small and tiny, like dots in the sky. These are the stars. Now if we'll talk about the planets. Planets are 8 in number in the solar system. They, according to their distance from the sun, they are the Mercury, then Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The planets revolve around the sun in fixed paths, which are called their orbits. They also rotate on their own axis. All the planets move round the sun in the same direction, but they do not take the same time to complete a revolution. A planet which is nearer the sun takes less time than the one which is farther from the sun. Mercury, which is the nearest planet to the sun, completes a revolution in 88 days, while the planet which is the farthest from the sun takes 248 years to complete it. Our earth revolves round the sun in 365 days and 6 hours. Compared to the earth, Mercury takes less time in completing one revolution round the sun because it is nearer the sun as compared to the earth. Now if we compare stars and the planets. A star is stationary like the sun, while a planet like the earth is always moving or wandering. A star is a huge ball of fire and has its own light, while a planet does not have its own light. A star gives light to the planet, while a planet receives the same from the stars. Means planet receives the light from the stars. Or we can say in other words, stars act as donors, while the planets act as receivers. One is donor, one is receiver. One who is giving, that is a donor, means the star. One who receiving, the planet, that is a receiver. Stars are numerous in number, means many in number, while the planets are only 8 in number. So this is the comparison of stars and planets. Again children, I am reminding you, today's homework is also based on these two topics, stars and planets, and second, the shape of the earth. The fill-ups I'll give you like this way. A star is a huge ball of dash, that is fire. A star gives us light to the planet. Planet does not have its own, answer is light. Stars are dash in number, means many in numbers, while planets are only dash in number. The answer is 8 in number. Same way, I'll give you the question, I'll give you the fill up from shape of the earth topic also. Like if we see the distant horizon from a high peak, earth looks circular in dash, that is shape. During a lunar eclipse, the shadow of the earth on the moon is dash in shape, answer circular. So like this way, I'll give you the homework also. Now children, these are the long questions which I am giving you in the homework today. And these two long questions you people have already done in the form of fill-ups earlier. So I hope you people have already learned these points. So the first question is, why our Earth is called a unique planet? Answers are in the 5 points. Supports life. Climate is best. Atmosphere is rich in oxygen. Then protect us from harmful rays of the sun. Water in vast quantities. These are the 5 points. Why the Earth is called a unique planet. Second question is, what is the sun's importance in the solar system? Again, here also the 5 points are there. Sun is the biggest member in the solar system. It is the center of the whole solar system, made up of hot gases, gives us heat and light, and without the sun's energy, our earth would become cold and lifeless. So today I'll give you children the fill-ups and the long questions also. So watch the video very carefully. Learn the answers properly. That's all for today, children. Take care. Keep smiling. Thank you. Bye.